Harrow, Northwick Park Hospital.
Jamaica.
Born in Central Middlesex Hospital, Park Royal.
Was born in the East End of London, Wapping.
I was born Central Middlesex Hospital, 1975.
Kenya, East Africa, Mombasa.
I was born in Lisbon, 1964.
1940, in a little mining village called Shirebrook in Derbyshire.
I was born in London, born in 1963.
Tap dancing, girl guides, brownies, to a church, like a youth club, yeah.
We have a doll, but that wasn't really my favorite. Because what we do as children, we would go outside and play because we have a lot of places to play. So we would meet other girls or so, and in the community we would play baseball, we would call it skipping.
At one time when you used to go and watch the football, they used to have like replays, and they used to sell the tickets at Wembley Arena. So if you lived locally and you got up there, you could get tickets, and I used to go and watch a lot of the replays.
Obviously played knockdown ginger, knocking at people's doors and running away. We used to do a lot of skipping. I couldn't ride a bike because the first time I got on a bike I fell off and broke my nose. Tag, you played. Hopscotch was a big one as well.
I liked my bike, one of those chopper bikes, and funny handlebars, and the small wheel and the little wheel. Yeah, big wheel, small, yeah. If people have those now, it's probably worth money.
I shouldn't have a play, but I stay around as a school and
Whipping tops, because we played in the street, of course. Cricket, love cricket. Conkers, of course. Put your conker in the oven and soak it in vinegar and cheat as much as you can. Not always, but they did. Yeah, disintegrate, not just crack, some of them.
Hopscotch. And things like running games, used to run around the garden and things like that. And we also used to sing in the garden as well. Just have little games on a stage, which was a table in the garden, yeah.
Shepherd's pie, lasagna, curries, steak and kidney pie, things like that, yeah.
With a family, we would set a table because that's what we did in the Caribbean as well. You have to be at the table because that's how parents want it to be, but as everybody grow up, come in different times, it's only like Christmas and special occasion, we set the table up. We eat chicken out there, you get chicken here. Beef, the same thing. Almost everything was you have the shops that sell West Indian food. And remember those days, we could get some things in the tin that export to here. So that wasn't, yes, we still get the akis, yeah. Could get a lot of things in tin, which was good. You get that still.
Meal times, it was okay. When my dad, he used to go out early. I used to go to work early, and I used to get home from work, and my dad have the dinner for me. But when they retired, they had their meals in their own time. Where I worked, I was able to have dinner at work, so that I didn't have to come home and they do the cooking. But it was good. My dad was a good cook. My mum wasn't too bad. She'd done all the other side of it. The best meal my dad used to do was a roast dinner.
I like jerk chicken and rice, that's my favourite. I can cook jerk chicken, and rice. Yeah, we usually roast the sort of jerk chicken, yeah. Really, you're meant to barbecue it, isn't it? Because it's traditionally barbecue. But I find it tastes much nicer roasted, actually. Yeah.
fish and meat and curry or whatever. Our West Indians, I like my fruit and tropical food in Kenya, Africa. Now the fruits are in tropical countries, not here like chemicals, everything chemical and all.
My dinner times, I remember, were school dinners. It's where I learnt to eat my greens. I think as a boy you like sweets, don't you? Like pudding, so I would like anything with custard.
We had breakfast at the table every morning with my mum, but we wouldn't really have dinner together. But breakfast was that main meal that we were all together, and the weekends really. But it wasn't a formal affair or anything like that.
Office junior. Office work, yeah.
Before I got to work at the school there, I was made redundant from United Biscuit.
Did a sort of mixture of things really, yeah, but I did do a bit of catering, yeah, back in the 90s.
Printing and everything, camera operate, dark room and all, yeah. I taught myself, nobody taught me anything.
I was delivering groceries at 13 and a half. Baskets and boxes, groceries, eggs, bread, meat, you know, everyday stuff for the table. Everything that the family would buy for the weekly shop.
I started the bank. I started working at the age of 16 and worked there for 31 years. I think I left school and the month later I was working in the bank.
TV or sometimes have guests round. I'd have friends round for sherry or things like that, yeah.
And even Dr. Kildare. I remember Dr. Kildare in those days.
Not until the coronation, then we got a television. But before that we didn't. I love radio as well. It's on Sunday afternoon, and it was with Educating Archie. And Round the Horn, that was it, Round the Horn. That was all little bits and pieces where you had Julian and Sandy, the gay couple. Oh, Julian, you know, and you had a little bit of everything. And then you had the ventriloquist, which was very good for radio.
I have possibly been to the cinema as much as anybody else because my father or grandfather was a St John's superintendent. In fact, he was a Queen's Corporal. Then he became a superintendent of the ambulance cadets, and of course we got free admission to the cinemas. So every film that was on in 2 cinemas in the village, we went on duty as for free in uniform. So yeah, I saw loads of films.
We used to go Saturday morning pictures. You'd get badges. I used to enjoy that. One of my cousins works there, so we'd all go. The whole family would be like, your cousin Terry works there, so we'd all go down there.
I had a rabbit called Miffy when I was 7. I had to give it away as I was allergic to it, so I was crying.
We had a cat. I remember when I was at Wickham, when I was in primary school. Unfortunately, he got knocked down. But I wasn't a cat lover. My sister, she loved cats, and I never got on well with cats. Some cats are all right, but I love dogs.
Gerbils are the best. They're not very pretty, especially when they're born. And there was an incident of, I don't know who went to buy these gerbils, but they were assured they were both male. And then all of a sudden 4 babies appeared.
We had a dog when I was a child, a Labrador mutt, followed me everywhere, from when I was born till when I was a young boy. But it got ill and it had to be put down. It was intelligent as well. My mum would lay on the Chesterfield at night when my dad was on afters. The dog would perk his ears up and shoot out and come back with his hat. And he'd not called it or anything, it was just the dog. It knew.